it's Tasha from the Bookish Gal, and today I'm going to be doing my July wrap-up and August TBR. First of all, just let me say really quickly that I'm so sorry that I haven't been posting videos that much. It's really hard for me to manage my time. I work a full-time job and I work more than full-time hours, and it's just really difficult for me to come home and film, and by the time I come home usually it's late anyways and the sun's kind of down and I don't have studio lights or anything like that, so it's kind of hard for me, but so I can kind of only do it on my days off. I also have 2 blogs that I manage besides this, and you know, trying to read also. There's just a lot of things and it's just really hard for me, so I'm gonna try and post at least 1 video a week. I haven't even been doing that. I'm really sorry, but thank you so much for you all that are sticking with me regardless. My new project that's been taking up a lot of my time though has been my new travel blog, aglobalstroll.com. You guys can go check it out. I'll put the link below. But anyways, okay, so this month, or in July, I read 3 books and 1 audiobook, which is pretty decent for me, so I was kind of happy about that. The audiobook that I read was Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I finally started the Infernal Devices series. I did not like this book as much as I thought I would. I know a lot of that has to do with it being that I listened to the audiobook and I hated the narrator. Like, I really didn't like the narrator, so I know that contributed to it, but I think I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. The story wasn't super interesting to me. Tessa, she wasn't my favorite. She was kind of like, just came off as really pretentious. I know it's like that time period that also contributed a lot to her behavior. I do like Will. I love Jem. But I definitely am going to be continuing on with the series. But the whole clockwork thing, like, it's just not super interesting to me. But I don't know, I mean, it was alright. I like the Mortal Instruments a lot better currently. The first book I read was Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott. This is the second book to Fire and Flood, and I loved it. I loved Fire and Flood. I gave it 5 stars, and I also gave Salt and Stone 5 stars. In the beginning, it was kind of slow and not as intriguing as the first one, but then it really picked up and I couldn't put it down. I loved it so much. I cannot wait for the 3rd one. There better be a 3rd one, because like, all the cliffhangers ever. I also didn't really care for the romance between Guy and Tella, but you know, towards the end I was kind of just like, I'm kind of feeling it. But oh, I love the Pandoras. I love them. I love the Pandoras. I highly recommend this series. I read Sold by Patricia McCormick, which I gave 5 stars. This was such an emotional story. It was really small. I think only like 200 something pages, and it's written in like verse format, so it was a really quick read. You could definitely read it in 1 sitting, and it was just so emotional. It's about this girl in Nepal, and I think she's 14 or 12 or something like that, and she thinks she's going to work as a maid to make money for her family, but she actually gets sold into child prostitution, and she ends up living in a brothel, and it is just so horrible and so sad. And human trafficking is like the issue that that's just like the most painful issue for me. It's just such a horrible thing, and reading about it was so heartbreaking, but it was also a really good read, and I would definitely recommend it. Finally, I read The Coincidence of Callie and Caden by Jessica Sorensen. I have had this on my shelf for so long, but I was finally in the mood. Well, actually, I started this a long time ago, like a few months ago, and I read like 100 pages and then I put it down and I never picked it up until recently. I was in a romance mood because I watched Pride and Prejudice. I didn't read the book, but I don't know if I want to, but I did like the movie, and then I was in a romance mood for that, so then I watched The Best of Me by the movie by Nicholas Sparks based off the book, and that was, oh my god, that was such a sad movie. But yeah, so I was in the mood for some heartbreaking romance, so I picked this up, and holy shit, this book is amazing. You need to read this. This is one of my grandma's favorite authors. She read the Ella and Micah series. She started Violet and Luke. She read all of these. There's 3 for Callie and Caden, and oh my god, I love it so much. It's about this girl named Callie, and she has some really dark issues, and she saves Caden's life, and he has some really dark issues, and I swear the characters, oh my gosh, like I just cannot. I'm reading the sequel and Caden's father is like my most hated villain. If not, like he might be the most hated villain ever. Like his parents are so awful. So yeah, I had an amazing reading month. Out of the, well, I gave 5 stars to the 3 books that I read, and then the audiobook wasn't that great. Stop it. But yeah, it was amazing. I love the books that I read. So stay tuned for my next video for my July TBR, or August TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching and for sticking with me. Let me know what your favorite read for July was in the comments. And oh yeah, my travel blog is in the link below, along with my Instagram link and my Twitter and stuff like that. So thanks guys, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!